But the second half, I had it 3-3 or 4-2 at best for Ward. So you count that with a knockdown. I thought Sergey won the fight. The judge didn't see it that way, but he did. To me, he did enough to beat Ward. He beat Ward in his own game. He outboxed Ward the first half of the fight. His jab was stronger. He was knocking Ward off balance with it. He just didn't sustain the attack in the second half of the first fight. And that's what hurt him, I guess, in the judge's eyes.
About this training for this specific camp, how was it?
Camp was good. He brought in a new conditioning coach, and they worked well together. And he listened to the things that I have been showing him that he needs to do to be successful at hopefully swaying the judges' minds that he did win the second fight. But he's been listening more.
John, could you let us in on any tweaks or adjustments that happened in camp for this fight?
No, so one was the inside game. Both fighters held a lot, and Sergey was definitely to blame for that also. Now Ward thinks that he's going to hurt Sergey to the body and probably break him down. Well, guess what? You have to ask yourself, if you watch Ward's fight, he grabs a lot on the inside. He's not a true inside fighter. He grabs a lot, and he holds, and he mauls, and then he hits you with the free hand. As good as Sergey punches, do you think that he's going to stand there and take those kind of punches to the body? No. His mentality is different. He's a survivor type fighter. He's defensively sound. So once he gets hit, he's gone. He's going to take off. He's not going to stand there and take those kind of punches.
Well, what do you think about a lot of the experts, the good boxing mind saying Ward figured him out, he's the smarter guy, and that's how the rematch went?
Well, I tell all those so-called experts, just think about this. If Sergey hadn't slowed down and kept at the same pace he had, what would Ward have done different? He got his ass whooped the same way because Sergey beat in the first half of the fight the way he wanted to. He slowed down. That allowed Ward to get back in the game. If he didn't slow down, then what could Ward do? He still lost the second half of the fight the way he lost the first half because Sergey allowed him to get back in the game. He didn't just do it. Sergey allowed him to get back in the game.
Why do you think he did that?
Because he got tired. That's why, his out punch.
Was it his legs?
Yeah, that's okay. I don't know what it was. He just said he felt fatigued, and if he felt fatigued, then he couldn't continue the pace that he had earlier.
But that's part of the question. I mean, if he has to put it together in the gym and in the fight, if he couldn't do it the first time, I mean, what adjustments did he make? And what makes you so sure that he did those adjustments to not get tired this time? I mean, being well conditioned is a fighter's. That's a part of the fight,
That's a funny question. If he got a new conditioning coach and he got himself in better condition, then why can't he sustain that attack the second half of the second fight the way he should the first half of the first fight? That's what he got the guy in there for, to make sure that this time around he doesn't falter, that he can keep that same pace going. So that's why he brought the guy in.
That's key to you. The conditioning is the key.
No, the key for him. It's more mental. The key is keep that steady, good, hard jab, that heavy jab that you had him in the first fight, and go more to the body the second fight. Make him work. Now make Ward he's going to change his style and fight you at your game. That's what we want. Because he's the bigger puncher. Ward can't take that kind of punishment. So go to the body. Let's see if Ward can take the same. He's talking all this stuff where he's going to do all this. Let's see if he can take it. The body's not meant to take that kind of punishment. And Sergey can punch. Now, if Ward says he can't, then stand in front and let's see. I guarantee him to stand there.
John, isn't there some fighters who, no matter how hard they train, still have problems with conditioning, or is that not the case yet?
Well, if you train hard and train proper, then you shouldn't have a problem with that. So I just think that the fact that he says he overtrained for the first fight, now he's a guy in there that understands, I guess, the nucleus of training, without burning yourself out. If he's done his job, then Sergey should be ready. But mentally, it also helps Sergey out, and it makes him, he feels better with his conditioning. And he has to be smarter. Don't go out looking for the knockout. Don't go look for the first round knockout, second round knockout. Don't shoot your wide trying to knock this guy out because it's not going to happen. Sergey, Ward's a very intelligent fighter in the ring. And then the fact that he got dropped by a punch that wasn't solid, you think Ward's going to stand and get hit by that? He knows that this guy can't punch. He's not going to be stupid and just stand and take the shot. So Sergey has to be a little bit smarter in his pursuit of Ward. Just cut the ring off a little bit more, go to the body more, use that good jab like he was doing the first half of the first fight and offset him. And if he can do that, he proved he can outbox Ward. So he proved that. He can outbox Ward. Just be smart. Don't look for the knockout. The knockout will come. Just set him up the way you're supposed to, and then you can knock him down later on.
Will Sergey follow your instructions this time for all 12?
If he wants to keep his belt, he better follow him. Hey, the game plan is set. The same game plan worked in the first half of the first fight. Why change it? do what you're supposed to do. If you want to get those belts back, do what you're supposed to do when you get them back.
Well, I heard you guys say earlier in the week that what they try to do, the Ward camp, actually brought you guys closer. Is that
Yeah,
true,
no,
sir?
I thank Ward because they said I reached out to them. That's BS. And this guy said he's the son of God. He's telling a whole lot of lies. He's telling a whole lot of lies, and he's getting false truths from his people. Only 2 people talked, me and one other person in that camp. No one else did I discuss this with. And they made me an offer, and in the end I turned it down. So.
How did he know certain things like he said that he had gotten?
He lied. They were lies, brother. Listen, I didn't say half of that crap. They just told him some bull-faced lies. And like I said, he said he's the son of God. Well, man, quit listening to these people saying these damn lies. Because now you look at an ass when you're lying too. I didn't say that. Listen, an offer was made to me and I turned it down. That's the bottom line.
Does that kind of make this person right now more for you? And do you feel a little bit disrespected because he called that a cardinal rule? You broke a cardinal rule as a trainer.
No, man, that broke. Listen, listen. They broke the cardinal. They came to me. Their camp came. I didn't break anything. I got a call one day at the Blue. So okay,
John, are you similar to Sergey right now in that you're kind of amped up for this fight?
No, I'm down because I have people lying, man. If you can lie like that, I'm trying to curse. So I'm trying to go. What you gonna lie about? Listen. You try to stunt. It didn't work. You try to make our camp, rattle our camp. But no, what you did is, like I said, you brought us closer together. I thank them. Sergey's listening more now, and camp is better. He's more receptive to what I'm trying to show him to win this second fight. So they did me a favor. I appreciate what they did.
But it seems like he's carrying more intensity into this fight. It almost seems like that's the case with you too. You both really want to get.
Well, I want to see him. I want the victory that he should have gotten the first fight. I want him to get the second fight. He deserved that. He won the first fight. Ward survived. Yes, he survived, and he came back. He won a few rounds. He didn't dominate any one round. He didn't just hurt Sergey or just really show where he was so dominant. He just did what he does best. He survived and he used a few jabs and he clenched and held and he won a couple rounds. But he didn't dominate the fight to get the decision. Sergey dominated the fight more than he did. He just slowed down. That's Sergey's biggest mistake. He slowed down and didn't keep the same pace that he had in the first half of the first fight.
Is Sergey on weight?
Yeah. Sergey's about 2 pounds over right now.
So he's not
killing himself. No.
Get rid of him.
No.
You and Sergey talk at all about some of the things he said on Twitter, some of the racial things?
First, it's not so much Sergey didn't say them like with the Stevenson thing, the picture. That was bad. That was bad taste, and he had someone do that. And with the Twitter thing, first of all, Sergey can't speak. He speaks English, but he can't type it that quick. That's someone else that was doing his account. I said, you can't have people running your accounts for you because they're gonna make you look bad. So it wasn't him. And thirdly, when he comes to my gym, it's predominantly black. If he was racist, he got his ass whooped back then. He got his ass whooped back then because all them cats that hang outside the gym, all I do is say, this guy's a racist. They'd beat his ass then and there. Trust me, they took off on him. So, and he came to the gym. He got Don Turner, he got myself, and all these black people around you. If you were racist, why would you even be in there? He listens. He gets a bad rap to a degree, and he says things that he shouldn't say sometimes. But as racist, no, he just doesn't think something when he says certain things.